Hey, what's up, everybody? Metal Biker Dude coming at you here. So Ryan over at Patreon wanted me. He was digging my take on Dierks Bentley, which got to give a lot of props to Duff on that one. Duff always hooks me up on country music. Appreciate that, brother. But this one is for Ryan, and it's Shakey Graves, Roll the Bones, Audiotree Live. Not sure what any of this means. I'm guessing Shakey Graves is the artist. Now, Ryan did already kind of preface that with that his vocals might not be for everybody, but he wants to hear what I think. So I'm going to give it to him. And as you guys know, I always shoot you straight. So if there's something I don't like, I will let you know. But if it's something I like, it goes on the playlist. So that's how it works here. Hey, by the way, if you're not on Patreon, you're welcome to join us. It's in the description below. Click on it. We have a very good time. We got a great bunch of people over there. Very family oriented. And I don't mean family as in it's family friendly, because Dirty's been known to say a curse word or two. But everybody gets along great over there, and it's just fantastic. All right, so let's do this. Shakey Graves, Roll the Bones, Audiotree Live, whatever that means. Oh, okay, so that's just, it's under their production or something. Made a kick drum out of a suitcase. Right on. I've seen that before, but that's cool. I just got to point something out here. This has been going on for millennia, where, back in the old days, they'd always have that guy, and it was usually in a cartoon, where he's playing a bass drum with one hand, and he's playing guitar with another hand, and he's doing all these crazy things. It's really not that difficult. If you can play the drums, you can do what they're doing. If you have that built-in metronome going on in your head, because here's what happens. Even when I'm playing guitar, you're playing and usually your foot's going anyway. At least for me, my foot is always going. And another thing I do is I mouth all of my notes for some reason. I never noticed that until somebody pointed it out to me. But nevertheless, it's really cool when people do it, because the world we live in, it's not, being a musician is not a very monetarily generating business to be in. In other words, you're not going to make any money being a musician anymore. It's just that simple. So to be a one-man show, you get more of the money.
Oh yeah, well, so it goes, yeah, so it goes. Oh, that sweet little,
I see what he's talking about.
yeah, let's take a chance, on the boss. Yeah, go and crash that car, unplug that phone. Share your belongings, all them clever drawings. Try to make $1 from the grave. Yeah, sell them belongings, all them clever drawings. Yeah, try to make $1 from the grave. Yeah, but who's to blame?
So then, okay, I'm trying to figure out if he's Shakey Graves or Roll the Bones, because he just mentioned something about making $1 from the grave. So I'm confused. Nice falsetto.
Oh, yeah, well, so it goes. Oh, so it goes. So, them city boys in country clothes. Yeah, let's take a chance. Oh, and roll the bones. Yeah, go crash their car. Unplug their phone and try to forget all them enemies and debts. Or they'll just chase you out and give you sour dreams. Yeah, try to forget all them enemies and debts. Or they'll just chase you out and give you sour dreams. Oh, yeah, well, so it seems.
I like that tempo change.
Oh, so it seems.
You know, that's another nice thing about being a one-man show is you can do things like that, just like that. You know, you don't have to turn around and look at your band and like, you know, you do it all yourself.
Oh, yeah, so it seems. It's so it seems. Yeah, sure, go struggle all you like. They put up the good fight. They say that someday everybody dies alone. Yeah, say go struggle all you like. They put up the good fight. They say that someday everybody dies alone. Oh, but I say you really know. Yeah, I say you really know.
I got to tell you, man, my opinion, very cool. Now, I'm not going to put that on the playlist. That's not something I would probably listen to again. With that said, I am going to put it in my liked videos. You know, once in a while, what'll happen on this channel, what'll happen is there'll be a song that I hear and I'm like, it was a good song. It was a really good song. And I really enjoyed watching the performer, whoever that is, or the artist perform that. It's very, very cool. And by the way, I just noticed that his name is Shakey Graves because there's some videos over on the side there that I just noticed. Okay. I see what you're talking about with his voice. With that said, I personally loved it. I loved his voice. I could at the same time see where it would get old quick. And let me give you a perfect example. Now, this is a horrible example, but I think that it was part of the reason of the demise of the band Nickelback. Chad Kroeger had a very distinctive voice. And And it got old. It just, when your voice is that distinctive, it can get old on you really quickly. I don't know how long it would take me, because personally, I loved his voice. And for the music that he was playing, I thought it fit beautifully. I mean, perfectly. Loved. I love listening to anything outside the box. And I just talked about this in another video. Anything outside the box is okay with me. I love when people take chances. In a world where music can be so programmed. You know, for you that don't know, I also do producing, okay? And I'm a musician, and so I have access to a lot of technology, all right? It cost me a fortune, but I have access to it. And you can do just about any instrument. You can play just about any instrument, not play the instrument, but make it sound like you're playing an instrument with the greatest of ease in this day and age. And that's called programming. That is not performing. And listen, I have no problem with technology. I use it all the time. Even with music, I use a lot of technology. I don't have a problem with technology. And I think if in the end result, if you get what you're trying to put out and you achieve that, that is the important part. So I don't want to get it twisted here. However, when somebody comes along and does what he just did, I just think it's brilliant. And I'm definitely going to check out some more of his stuff, because I'm a bit of a music nerd, you know. So, but yeah, I thought it was cool myself. But I could see how not everybody would enjoy it, but I certainly did. Metal Biker Dude, peace.